Scorpio, how are you? I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to do your next 2 weeks on this moon cycle, okay, for Aries. All right, the full moon was in Aries and it was very, very intense. The effects are going to be heightened for, the next 2 weeks. I will be doing your regular reading as well. I'm going to start this out with a pull on this. You're pulling here with luck. And I do think you guys have a bit of luck, okay, because your Hellenistic ruler is currently in Aries, okay, and was definitely a part of the full moon. So a lot of people are driving a lot of projects forward, okay. There's a lot of passion in that, especially in whatever you do on a daily basis, okay. This hits your 6th house of service. So if you're in any kind of service-oriented career or anything of that kind, it's going to be especially intense. You got a lot of power going through there right now because Jupiter's in there as well. It's on your way back to your 5th house, okay? And it's very intense. I would expect you guys to be extremely active at work right now, as well as having some negotiations that are going on in the background, okay, due to the Sun and Venus being in the 12th house for you, okay. For you guys, that may have to do with things that are tied into your resources, as well as your 7th house of partnerships. You may have a lot of dealings, and the sun being shown on things that were in the dark or in a dark place or up for examination in one way or another, okay, on how you structure your daily service to other people, especially if you're in a service related industry. Okay, so anyways, you guys also have, we have the South Node, which is currently transiting about middle decan, okay? This is making the changes in partnerships and bringing or suaving the old into the new even more important, because this is a time of major change when you're dealing with partnerships, okay? And the change and the dying and the restructuring of old things so that you can embody the phoenix and be, born again on the things that you want to change, okay? And there's probably been a lot of changes to major partnerships and dealings with, groups that are covered by the 7th house, which would not only be marriage, but also be business partnerships. The Emperor's falling out while I'm talking about this, okay? Let's cut for you. Let me cut. We have the 4 of Pentacles here, okay? And you guys are a fixed sign, so that, there may be something that somebody's holding on to, either you or somebody else, okay? I see this in a lot. You're gonna give me a big one today, aren't you? Let's see. You have good goals here, okay? It looks like there's a lot of forward momentum for movement, okay? The choice that's related to the goals surrounding this new moon revolve around an 8 of Wands. So how you're going to come into grabbing hold of these goals versus the hopes and fears surrounding these goals is going to be centered around that. Which is movement, highly attached to Sagittarian, energy. It's a minor arcana card attached to Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter. So, for you guys, I do see like ultimate family happiness and day-to-day living being a main goal, a main hope here that you have in regards to fully embodying a very deep and emotional space here. Okay, whether that has to do with your own family or your external family or your groups, that is heavily on your mind right now, and it's a great energy to embody. Here's King of Cups. That's you. Very mature emotional energy with that King of Cups. Okay. I do have over here on the fear side attached to that a 5 of Swords, which is an indicator of some bad behavior on the part of yourself or other people. All right, and defeat in one way or another. Okay. But I like this energy. So, and then the other thing that I see is a main goal for you. You have the World card here, okay? You have the universe appearing here. So I feel like there's some major accomplishment that you're chasing, or some closing out of a cycle and beginning of a new one, okay? That could be in your career. I have a feeling that it's going to be highly tied to your 6th house, okay, and the 12th house, and what I just mentioned that's going on there, okay? And I feel like you're headed there quickly, especially with you know, the sun in middle Libra on its way to your sign. By then I think you'll be booking it pretty good. I do also show here a hope around an Empress, okay? It could be a business owner or a feminine energy in your life that's very important, or it could be surrounding another feminine figure or leader or women in general. All right, and what I do see here also is the star is showing up on the fear side. So I'm definitely going to explore that a little bit, because I want to know if you're afraid that things can't be healed, or you're afraid of some spotlight issues that may be on you right now because of what you do, or some moves that you're making here that are related to this choice, okay? So let me get on 3 on this star. Yeah, I feel like this is something like a big wish fulfillment here that you're holding on to in regards to this achievement or closing out of a cycle, okay? You're holding on to it dearly, and you are feeling a little bit wounded here, okay? Because the 9 of Wands is appearing here, but so is the Chariot. And when I see the Chariot with the 9 of Wands, you know, the 9 of Wands continues, you know, he may have been wounded and seen a lot of battles, but he doesn't give up. You know, so, and I have it here appearing here with the 4 of Pentacles. So I feel like there's some very, very deep wish fulfillment here, and it's probably on a 6th house level and related to this closing of a cycle that is huge for you right now. That's coming to some sort of culmination or wind up here, all right, or beginning, all right. Hang on, let me just pull on this real quick. It's like there's something that you're thinking of walking away from here, okay? Whether that you've been, you know, contemplating. I have the Hermit, the 8 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords here. So you know, I feel like there's some sort of, you know, and with the moon's energy, especially connected with Chiron, Chiron here, you know, you may be walking away from some, you know, the Empress in her glory is very, very mature, very fertile when it comes to business and ideas and nourishment and a whole bunch of stuff like this. And I feel like there's been some sort of period of waiting and contemplation about some things that may have involved deceit or trickery here, okay? Or like a slow pulling back or walking away from a situation here that you feel like you need to get out of or handle with care, all right? Give me the universe up here. I feel like a lot of this has to do with something that you know, there's you have some major arcana for Cancer showing up here, Leo and Virgo, okay? If they appear in your chart, definitely take a very close look at those. But I do show you with some anxiety here about gathering the strength, all right, in regards to something to do with work. It may be about closing out a cycle on work, and it may have been work that you did for a long time, or you know, a major achievement at work, but I see a lot of strength as well as like some anxiety over this closeout in this movement of some sort, okay? You could be challenged by another person, you know, in regards to this closeout or new deal. There's a lot of love here, Scorpio, a lot of nostalgia. You're showing up here with a minor arcana card, 6 of Cups, that's associated with you, okay? That's a great feeling of nostalgia, okay? And when I see it related to home with the 6 of Cups here, and this is the Priestess and the 5 of Wands, there may be something that you're willing to battle for here related to your homeland or your family, okay, and related to a sense of security. Like there's a deep base of and well that you're tapping into here in regards to something that you feel very, very deeply about. What I do show a little bit of a crossroads. I feel like there's like some decision wrangling here about what is my Ten of Cups for my home, for my family, for my homeland, whatever it is. It's weighing on you heavily in this period of making decisions. And there are decisions related to communications as well as possibly resources or financial matters, okay? Because you're showing up here with the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles on the Ten of Cups, okay? Hang on one second. Some of you may be involved with somebody with some fire and hoping to celebrate with somebody that's a fire sign after a battle, okay? Leo, Aries, and Sag, or this could be representative of your energy, but if there is a battle involved here in any way, it's got a heavy emotional attachment to it, as well as some celebrations. And it could be that you're dreaming about hold on a second. There's something here that you could want at all costs. You know, sometimes a Five of Swords is that, but I see it here as some sort of way out in regards to, and here you are popping with Justice, okay? And like I said, Libra is highly involved here since it opposes the full moon. The sun is there, and so is Venus. So Venusian themes of fairness, balance, equity, order, you know, in all themes related to partnerships, where I told you you've had a massive revolutionary, like the Grand Awakeners over there, is really hitting you hard now. And I see you in hardline decision making here. Okay, you could be involved in the justice system in one way or another in the past, or in, you know, politics. Does not have to be, but for some reason here, I feel like this is in relation to, and you're popping with the Queen of Cups down here too. I feel like this could be related to a domesticated partnership, or somebody that you're involved with, okay, heavily as well, in a family unit, or want to be, okay? All right, and whether there's some sort of like sitting here like, which way do I go for this Ten of Cups? And a lot of anticipation and anxiety. And I think that I feel like, you know, or you're having realizations about this over the course of this stead. And, you know, you're gonna know which way to go. And then the choice is to move, to not just sit there, but to move, to communicate. All right, Eight of Wands can be actual, literal travel or movement. You know, you may have to move a lot or be moving around a lot for work or for family right now in one way or another, okay? But whatever it is, it's touching off a powerhouse of energy here, okay? On this Eight of Wands, I get the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Devil. So I feel as if, and I just want to pull something on that Devil real quick. King of the Devil here. There's something that's going on in the background that's quiet about an ending and happiness. And I'm not sure if you're sharing it or not. I mean, when I see the, or if it's something that you're shutting down, okay? But when I get on this Devil, when I get this Devil and then I pull a Ten of Swords and with a Ten of Cups, that's like telling me it's about like ultimate happiness, but also ending whatever was not happy, ending anything in completely the opposite of that way. And I have some deep reflection here associated with that, with the Hermit appearing here. So I think that you may be thinking about this, whatever it is, pretty obsessively right now. This could also have to do with computers and tech or technology in some way if you're in that field, okay? It could, but I don't think that'll apply to the majority of you with the way that it's popping out here. Although You know, there is some sort of ending or realization about being stabbed in the back or something of this sort. But I see you here in full power with it. Let's pull a quick Celtic cross with this 6-pointed star. And then I'm going to do Sag. And then I'm going to be posting or filming rather, for sure today, some more of the generals for the month. You're giving me a first card here of a 3 of Swords, okay? Unless you're literally undergoing the knife or something, there's some sort of heartbreak here, okay? Or pain that you're feeling on a very deep level, and that might be why I'm seeing so much passion and depth of feeling here. And here's the 10 of Cups. So you don't have this 10 of Cups right now that you want. You don't. Something's unbeautiful in your world and it hurts. Okay, let's take a look. I have a feeling it has to do with your foundations. I show you here with this 4 of Cups down here in the heart position. And when I see a 4 of Cups in the heart position like this, it's, it doesn't give me, like, sometimes the 4 of Cups can be bratty, but in the heart position, like I'm seeing it here, it's not that. It's a reflection on what you have and not feeling like you have the full emotional fulfillment that you want, okay? Usually what's missing is a Ace of Cups, which you have to have the Ace, which is a divine gift, to get to the 10 of Cups, which is the ultimate in everyday love and happiness, all right, with family or home kind of environment, all right? And I'm showing here there was some sort of choice, okay? You're thinking about communicating for sure with this Knight of Swords or taking some sort of action here, all right? Usually what's lacking is some spiritual or emotional fulfillment, or with this 4 of Cups, you know, that you're realizing, and it makes you feel like you're, you know, sometimes people around you could be like, what's wrong? Or it's hard to express what's wrong because, okay, here you are popping with the same energy. Okay, I've got the World here. Let me just look at this for a second. In the near future, I mean, if nothing else changes, here you are popping into that King of Cups power, which is right down here as one of your goals. So you're going to get there, but let's take a look, because down here in your present position, I show you in a good energy. This is a very good vibing energy. It's a Page of Cups. Is it completely out there like a king? There's obviously deep feelings around it. No, but that might be some sort of little offer or little apology, or a deep kind of admiration for something or someone or an ideal or creativity, all right? It's a very good spark, all right? And what do I have here around you is death, okay? This is in the environment around you. You may be dealing with somebody else with heavy Plutonic energy, or that's having a lot of heavy Plutonian, you know, themes going on right now, or Martian-like themes, and they're attached to this moon anyways. I show a choice here in the recent past. Somebody around you is either ready to transform or there's a large amount of transformations here that you're dealing with that are going on around you. And with the World appearing twice, this is either, you know, a major achievement, a major, you know, closing out one cycle to begin another, you know, on something. And when I see it here with death, that's usually what it is, okay? I feel like you're in the midst of this now. Nothing's started nor finished. But I feel like whatever it is has probably been percolating for a very long time, and you're at this kind of top of the hill, you know, and then you look out and there's several other mountains or something like this, and you're like, which way am I going? Okay, and there's a very deep emotive feeling attached to this. Give me the Lovers here. I see down here that you have a hope and a fear surrounding this wish fulfillment. So again, we're getting star Aquarian energy, okay? And Pluto will be entering Aquarius next March. And everybody can feel that now because it teeters at the end for so long. And it's a preparation and a big worldly cycle for it to be leaving Capricorn here. All right, especially with this square that's happening with Saturn and Uranus, okay, which is particularly strong and challenges old structures to change, okay, and reform and transform, okay. And you know, when we want to change old structures or things that have been around that long, especially when we're dealing with Uranus, there's going to be a lot of resistance to revolutionary change, a lot of resistance to those themes. But I see Aquarian energy having a win at the end of the day. All right, here it's like there's, in the recent past, you know, you're showing up here, I have the Lovers, all right, representative of Gemini energy, and on that I'm getting the Mother of Cups, the Daughter of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. So I feel like you either had, you know, on your mind or at issue here was a very deep connection, whether, I don't know where the relationship's at with this person or not, but there was some sort of news in regards to that, or some sort of new beginning that you guys were contemplating with your relationship. And I do feel like for a lot of you, it is a love relationship or a very strong bond that you have with somebody, okay? Could be a child in some instances. When I see a page with a mother or father of, with a queen or a king, it sometimes is, okay? All right, give me the Knight of Swords. I'm getting here that whatever this is, it's like, it again, referencing me back to the Lovers here. All right, and you know, for those of you that are dealing with somebody with air in their sign, I have a Father of Swords showing up here with this Lovers. And it's like, I don't know if this is you, your rising sign, or are you just acting in this power, but it's a very authoritative power. Can be a police officer, military, attorneys will typically, regardless of sign, show up as a Father of Swords, okay? And I see something revolving around the truth here and speaking the truth and brainstorming ideas, okay, about a major decision or choice and then taking action. That's what's crowning you right now, that you're, you know, wanting to do. Somehow this action is highly tied to your happiness, your ultimate dream wish for happiness in and around your family, community, and home, okay? Give me this Ten of Cups. No, give me this Page of Cups. Again, I'm getting vibes that some of you, you know, could be involved with a fire sign, or somebody with a little fire and water in their chart, or hot for somebody that is. Okay, because I'm getting this period, that you're like either really excited about this person and so you're like just sitting on the fence, okay, about something, or that person's resting on something, all right, because I have a Four of Swords, a Mother of Swords, and I'm sorry, a Mother of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. So I'm feeling as if there was some sort of break, or there was some sort of rest and retreat here. It's like a vacillation between excitement or anxiety and rest and retreat. It's like there's something confusing about that energy to me. So I'm going to wait to speak on it until I look further about this. Here it is again with the Ten of Cups. I'm pulling the exact same card that came up over here with this Two of Pentacles. There's some sort of major decisions here, and here you're like the Father of Wands is popping up here. Okay, I feel like whether you've identified somebody that you want to be with, for some of you, and for some of you this could apply to business partnerships, or somebody that you are in some sort of service related field with, or you feel, hold on. Yeah, there may, you know, something to do with legacy and eighth house matters here, all right, is just all over this thing, all right? Your energy is all over this. Give me the Death down here. Some of you may have suffered some sort of breakup or indecision or battle with a prior domesticated partner, or somebody else that is in this role is dealing with transformations in their own life because of that. All right, this person could have Earth or some Scorpio in their own chart. Hold on, give me the Four of Cups, or that, you know, and on this Four of Cups, there it is. There's that star. Yeah, I feel like this thing that's going on in your heart about walking through this opportunity or doorway here is requiring a lot of contemplation or careful management, okay? Because of the changes that are going on, all right? I also feel like you guys, you're trying to close out a chapter to start a new one, okay? Some of you guys, I feel like, you know, that whoever I'm pulling on here is already coupled, and some are broken up, and healing from that in some way or another here, or some sort of family thing that's pretty heavy. I see a new beginning here that you want very, very much so, okay? And again, and this is with the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles here in regards to some investments, okay? And in regards to work, all right? But there's something about it. All of this is Pentacle energy here, all right? There's something new beginning, okay, in regards to work. I don't know if you're parlaying your work to something new, or you're on a public platform. For some of you it could be, or you're reaching some massive culmination here about your work that's either a wish fulfillment or some sort of a claim here that's very, very significant. Some of you could be healers or in the healing arts, for sure, but others of you could be in a public forum in one way or another, where you communicate in some way. And I love this. This is like, you're gonna, this is fine. This just shows me that you're gonna step forward on this, okay? This is a major new beginning. It does require a lot of action on your part. I feel like the thought developed with that action is taking place over the next 2 weeks. I don't know that it will be finished, because this, you know, when you're telling me that, you know, a main goal is related to these, you know, 10 of Cups and stuff, and the King of Cups, it's like, part of happiness is in like the daily effort, right? Do you have all your dreams fulfilled in one breath? No. It's like the daily effort of the pursuit of it. The pursuit of happiness is what makes us happy. More than, yeah, we enjoy the party, we enjoy the this, we enjoy the that, but like structuring things towards the pursuit of emotional fulfillment and happiness. All right, for yourself and your family and your community here seems to be pretty hot. And, you know, your energy looks incredible for this. So definitely let me know how it goes. I can't wait to do your regular reading. I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole too hard here on your thing. Let me see if I just wanted to mention any other notes for you. You have, yeah, I just wanted to go over, like, since, you know, hold on. Since you have in your 8th house Mars, I again am telling you know, that's a lot of energy and communications going through a house for you that's associated with taxes, death, legacy, inheritance, okay? And you know, for you guys, even though Mars is not it's at its most comfortable for Geminis, there's some Geminis or Gemini placements, whether stellar, moon, or rising, that are thoroughly enjoying it and doing very well from that Martian energy, especially since it's there for so long. For you, since it's your 8th house cusp, you know, and you're the natural ruler and home base for the 8th house, you know, to have your Hellenistic ruler in the 8th house is absolutely fine with you. You know, you're cooking. However, you've been cooking for a long time. So just make sure you get your rest, because it's in there for 8 months this year. You know, it will be going retrograde at the end of this month. I'll go over that in your general. But, you know, with the aspects it's making to the sun and income, I feel like there's large gains to be made in that area, and because of the positive energies between between the placements in Libra and in Gemini, I also feel like you have a lot of support behind you, you know, from within to without. That's you know, shining a light on that stage right now. Some of you literally could be like, you know, working on an inherited, you know, business, or driving forward something that relates to 12th house matters, okay, into the 8th house, okay, and it's very fortuitous. Plus you have the positive energy, so definitely take that's normal if you're dealing with the Death card and the World card and the Star card. I mean, holy shit. Some of you could reach some new levels of acclaim, or, you know, in some way or another here, that's pretty freaking big, you know, and it's going to be a big year for that, all right? Or just a major accomplishment with the closing of one cycle. I mean, literally, you guys, you know, maybe retiring or moving to a career, or rebalancing something. There's a lot of energy, okay? If you have some new partner come into your life, it's, you know, likely to be pretty heavy and pretty significant, regardless of whether that person stays around forever. But it's likely to be fortuitous. But there's something about the past coming into the present right now that's very heightened, okay, in the areas of your 7th and 8th house, okay? Something like, I've waited for this for so long, and here it is, you know, and what that is going to be different for you guys, but, you know, I see you at full drive. So I love you, Scorpio. I'll see you later. I'm going to move on to Sag. Hi, Sag. How are you? I wanted to do a pull for you for the energy of the full moon, which will be in effect for the next, how did I just pull luck again? If you guys are born on the Scorpio-Sag cusp, or have a Scorp-Sag cusp, please definitely check your both. I love Scorpio-Sag cuspers. I tend to be very good friends with Scorpio-Sag cuspers. It's a very good energy. All right. This for you guys is in the 5th house, okay? All right. You know, your ruling planet is also in the 5th house. That rules joy, creativity, creative projects of significance, right? Which could be in anything. You know, it doesn't mean you're an artist. It could mean you have a creative project at work of some significance that's not just like the regular humdrum shit. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be engaged in that right now. It's you've got the luck and abundance of Jupiter on your side, Jove, your ruler, okay, which is going to be moving back into Pisces. So I feel like there's a lot of energy there that is driving between the 4th, your major foundations, and the 5th. Okay, and so, you know, whatever it is, it's very large. There's a lot of energy. There's some healing surrounding it, okay? Some of you could be having some issues as a mother, or in regards to a mother, or just be thinking about your mother a lot, especially, or your role as a mother to other people, okay? If you are a mother to other people in some regard, or a parental figure to other people in some regard, in regards to any kind of creative project of significance, this could also definitely be extremely heightened for you, okay? There's a lot of positive energy with it. Let's take a look at what some of the main goals, hopes, and fears surrounding those goals, dealing with the next 2 weeks are for you, okay? I'm doing your long reading this month as well. Again, if you are a Scorpio Sag cusper, they just pulled with the 3 of Swords as one of their mains, and you're pulling with it here, and I'm using a different deck. So, and a Queen of Wands, and a King of Cups. And the Fool! How about that Aries energy? Holy shit. I fucking like this. Pardon my French. Judgment, Hangman, 10 of Cups. They just pulled with freaking 10 of Cups like 3 times. And the 4 of Swords. Okay. different decks. Let's see what you got going on here, shall we? I see as one of your main goals, I think, is to get away from some heartbreak of some sort or another. Okay. I see a goal related to this is fully embodying your emotions. So I feel like there's a deep wound here. This, attached to the moon is Chiron or Chiron, all right, the wounded healer, also known as the Maverick, also associated with Virgo and with Sagittarius, okay, relates back to the story of Achilles, all right, and, somebody that could teach through their own wounding, or could, revamp it and maybe not ever heal that wound, but create or change, or win because of it somehow, okay? And I feel like for you, you have a fear of walking away from something. There's some sort of attachment here to old heartbreak, okay? Because related to this goal that has, I have the Three of Swords here, and I highly doubt that you have a goal of causing someone heartbreak. Maybe a few of you do, but I'm not, I interpret for my tapped in Sagittarius here, okay? So I don't think so. Not with the King of Cups showing up here. I think you have a desire to like fully embody and feel your emotions, and something about the pain here is very important to what you want to do before you move, something like this. I have a fear here of an Eight of Cups. I don't know if you're afraid to walk away from some heartbreak, or you're afraid, but if you're afraid, there's some fear here related to walking away from prior emotional investments. And I don't know if that's ongoing, or if I also see that, there's a crossroads here, okay? On some action that you want to take related to a Knight of Wands. This is a spearheader. This is you, like in your full glory and your action card. That is a spearheader. The Knight of Wands, when he wants to move, moves, and nobody's going to get in his way. You want to spearhead something or go after something pretty hard, pretty fast. It's not a slow night. With this Queen of Wands showing up as your fear, I'm not, some of you may be afraid of a relationship or another person that you're dealing with here, okay? But when I see it here, that's you and your firepower. So, in an authoritative, charismatic role. So, I don't know if you're afraid of stepping up in this role, or there's somebody else here involved, all right, playing off your energy. All right, this is crazy. All right, give me there's just a lot of similarities between the different decks that I just used in Scorpio. All right, give me this Two of Swords down here. I feel like you want to get off the fence about a decision. It might be that you need to get somebody else off the fence about a decision, but there's some sort of crossroads here between the Sun. Okay, for those of you that are involved in like a large corporation or something, you could be like spearheading some sort of project, okay, on a higher level, but there's others of you that, this will apply to marriage, okay, but there's some sort of significant step up or commitment here that you're waiting for, all right, and it's like, hold on. It's your choice whether to take this fool's leap or not. I mean, that's the general message here, is there's a fool's leap to be taken. The fool goes after things that he wants. It's the start of the major soul arcana. It starts with the fool, it ends with the world, which is the accomplishment at the end, okay? But you're at the beginning of a journey that you may or may not have embarked on, but may have desired or brought into realization that you really want at the time of the full moon, and then you're going to make steps towards it, okay? You may be very highly protective about this, okay? If it's related to a relationship, I feel like you're going to have a friendship, or do have a very strong friendship with that person, okay? Hold on. I want this King of Cups. And I feel like this crossroads down here, give me this Queen of Wands here. Ten of Cups. I swear to God, are you dealing with a Scorpio? Or are you on the cusp? Hang on. Some of you, hold on, Nine of Wands. Give me the Nine of Wands. Give me this Three of Swords first. Some of you are really like facing I feel like some of you are walking away from old painful things or old painful memories in your mind regarding family or home or homeland or something, you know, and regarding your own independence. That is on your mind here around the time of the full moon, okay? And I feel like if any of you have been engaging in third-party interference or something like that, we're at a crossroads about some messy behavior, then, you know, you're walking away from that, or there's some sort of desire to walk away from, hold on, some sort of, you know, something that involves multiple people here that has been kind of messed up, that's caused heartbreak, you know, of some significance here. Give me this King of Cups here. Here you are with the Fool. It's a major arcana card attached to Aries, okay? Which is where the full moon is. But there is some leap that you want to take here. And maybe in romance, and maybe after somebody new, okay? For some of you, you know, hold on. Give me the Knight of Wands. I'm seeing a lot of partnership and marriage energy. If not, it's energy highly related to like a big step up at work if it's not a commitment, okay? Yeah, I feel like it's like there's something about this Jupiter transiting back to the fourth house, all right? That's something regarding this creative collaboration or children or romance, because it can deal with first stages of romance, and we're dealing with a fifth house issue. If it is, it's like one that can go the long haul, something of this sense. Or you're afraid that it will. Like you like somebody so much, you're like, I don't know if I should date them because I might really like them. And if I really like them, I might want to be committed to them. For some reason, I feel like for some of you, you haven't even asked this person out. If that's what's going on. For others of you, and for some of you to embrace something to do with this, requires that you close out the chirping that you hear from naysayers, something about this, something like this, okay? Or that you can't decide whether to get along with somebody or to fight with them, you know? And the problem with being stuck in a position where you feel like, I don't want to get along with somebody or fight with them, and you just sit there stuck in that feeling is, you know, you're just kind of stuck in an anxiety-ridden place. And I don't think this one has to do with that one. It's two separate things here. But for some reason, they're interrelated. Like if you do one thing, it might piss off something else or something like this. Or, you know, you may have birds chirping here in the background or something. And you have to close that out if you want to go out after this thing or something of this sort may be occurring, all right? And it may just be that you are off the fence about the decision regarding, you're walking away from the stress of the decision about how to handle something that's caused heartbreak, all right? And it could be tied to children or your family or a soulmate here. Could be. And your, you know, some sort of independence, okay? Because I see pre-empress energy here. Okay, but you know, some of you, maybe a little afraid to do something that you really want here. And I don't think it's an issue. I just think that at the time of the full moon, this contemplation about this is very strong. That's what full moons do. They bring things to a culmination. Sometimes that's through action. Sometimes it's through feeling. The vibe I'm getting here is that these are a lot of feelings that you're having, but you're going to take some action on it. But this is like the pause before the action. It's like the pause before the action. And hold on. I see you doing it. I don't know if some of you work from home or have been feeling like isolated, but for those of you that have, like, go see your friends, or if you're not dating somebody, go, get out a little bit, go see somebody you love or get along with well or something. I'm getting this vibe too. Okay? Because whatever this is pretty intense, this leap before you take it, and I see you doing it. But the feelings are pretty strong, yeah. There's some sort of thing that you're popping with the Nine of Cups here, okay? That's wish fulfillment. It's personal wish fulfillment. Crossing you as a tower, so there's some sort of upset to the structures here to get this wish fulfillment. And a lot of you, it revolves around somebody that is older, or you're thinking about a mother figure, okay? Or you want to embody, because the Empress is popping down here. Okay, and the Empress was over here on this King of Cups. So I'm not saying that, there's no gender in tarot, but, I feel as if, if you're not old enough to, this is about some more mature energy here. Okay, the High Priest is trying to come out when I'm discussing that. All right. Okay, so here's this heartbreak. I don't think I've pulled the Three of Swords on hardly any of these readings, and you and Scorpio both got it. Okay, so this is in the past, and that's exactly how I said it, because this is like a Six of Cups popped on this, and that's like a very nostalgic, dreamy feeling, sometimes about the past, sometimes about family. There's something here that you're walking away from with that. You're walking away from that emotional investment of feeling stuck on something pretty significant, okay? And it involves you walking forward. There's a Knight of Cups is here. You could be thinking of bringing a love offer to somebody, or getting out there, or something of this sort. If not, if this is about a creative project, you're like you're just, it's bringing you a lot of joy, or has the potential to bring you a lot of joy. However, with this energy here we go, the High Priest, that's a great freaking place to be. All right, that's a great energy to be in. It's very in tune, very in touch, and also potentially a very large position if you are in, if you are in a position at a corporation or anywhere else. It's a very strong position, okay, to be in. Ace of Cups. There's some sort of divine overflowing, gift of love here that's available to you. Whether you're tapping into it or not, I'm not sure. But let's take a look here. It's looking pretty damn good to me here, Sag. Whatever this is, there's something that you're holding close to your chest about it in the future. And there may be some sort of structure upending, that is attached to it. Okay, in some way or another. Yeah, you're popping here with the King of Swords in the World, and I swear to God, Scorpio just had the World in their final position. So again, if you are on the cusp, make sure you read both. I don't know if you're in here for Sun, Moon, or Rising, or have, dual placements. Make sure you check both, okay? I show a fear here around a King of Swords. Could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or a person in position of authority that you have some fear around, or another masculine energy, or there could be some fear around you showing wounds to step into these energies, or make some cuts that you need to, or assert your boundaries in one way or another, okay? Let's just take a look here. I'm just going to pull on a couple of these before I close it out, because I usually don't do these so super long, but everybody, the moon readings have been crazy lately, and I have not wanted to like leave you guys in the dark. Yeah, I feel like there's something about timing here that you're contemplating in regards to a feminine figure. They could be older. They may have children, or they may own their own business, okay? But they're a very fertile, you know, and loving kind of vibe here with this person, okay? Very much so. All right. The Wheel of Fortune is here, and so is the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like there's something about investing with this person, or some sort of, you know, mode that you're in is very, very, it's like the timing's right. Something about this, okay? Give me this Three of Swords. On this Three of Swords, I'm getting a Eight of Swords, okay, a Queen of Rods, and a Four of Swords. So I feel like some of you were involved with another fire sign in the past, okay, that left you feeling tied up. It may have been a prior heartbreak or burden, okay, that made you feel restricted, that you like were resting or recovering from, okay, for some of you, okay. What is this? What is this Knight of Cups? Here we go. The Knight of Rods and the Fool. This is like you're being very evasive with me. It's some new beginning or new start here that you wanna tap into here. You got a lot of freaking aces here, but you know it does require action. All right, it does. Give me this and transformation. Give me this Four of Pentacles here. There's some sort of big wish fulfillment here that you hold on pretty tight to, and it has to do with, it could have to do with the justice system, but I don't think so. It's some sort of big ass wish fulfillment. Could have been a wish fulfillment that you've had your whole life. But justice is here, okay, very tight, and so is the Star, okay? So that's a lot of, so is the Eight of Wands. So there's something amazing here that you don't want to give up on, that there's going to be either a lot of communications or talks in regards to somebody or something. Yeah. On this, hold on. Here you are. On this Tower, I feel like you have to do with this Tower. Something about you chasing your wish fulfillment is either blowing an internal tower for you or for somebody else. A change in a structure. I see you totally able to handle this Tower with the energy here. I have the Emperor, Temperance. There's your Major Arcana card, and there is the Four of Pentacles, that you're holding on to dear life for something. Okay, now if it's an old structure that you know is changing, you know, be careful. You know, but I don't think so. I think that this is a pretty fortuitous goal that you're not yet reached yet. Okay, give me the Ace of Cups here. You're either in a position of some sort of considerable power, or somebody else in your environment is, or you're about to step into one or after one, and there's some sort of culmination with that. Okay. Something about this, hold on, give me the High Priest. I do feel like there's heartbreak either with somebody in your family or a prior love, okay, here, that went off the rails. And I do feel like there's either you're thinking about getting out there again, or if this is in regards to a project, this is very, very important. Okay, and there is some sort of news here that you were, I don't know if you delivered news or like you're waiting on some, but I see a lot of exploration here. Okay, with this High Priest state, it's like you're not examining anything with your eyes closed. Like you're tapped in to your spirituality or your, you know, something here quite heavily. Okay, and there's something in your environment in regards to somebody else that's like, they may be weighing up their options in regards to some things, or were previously, but this person's like an overflowing source of loving feelings, if this is a person, okay? If this is a thing that you're after, Jesus is going to fulfill you. Give me this King of Swords. What's this about? If some of you have a mother or a father that you're dealing with, or are dealing with a business partnership in some way, all right? Because you're popping here on this King of Swords too, and so is the Six of Wands. That's a victory. You know, these are two very mature individuals. One has, I mean, this is a lot of, these two together can get a lot of shit done here. It's showing up in a hope and a fear. So you may be hoping to collaborate with somebody and reach some sort of success here on some sort of front of some significance, okay? I do see, like, if, you know, whatever it is, it's like you manifested it. You may have somebody else coming in here or want, you know, be dealing with some sort of victory in regards to another King of Swords. You know, if you were worried about having a victory or involved in the justice system or something that you've done, and the way you've done it, you can't be afraid of if somebody's threatening you, something like this. And because justice is here, you know, and so is the Star, and so is the freaking Eight of Wands. And here on this world, I've got the Ace of Swords, the Empress, and the Magician. Holy shit. Holy shit. I can't wait to do your regular reading. Either some of you are about to hit some major freaking goal at work here that you're after. You do have to take the action to get there. And part of it involves taking a full sleep, and a full sleep is always scary, but you have to. And I think you know that. I mean, the one the Sag I have here is not afraid of that, okay? If you have a brother or a business partner, again, that is an heir or has heir in their chart, okay? You could have some dealings with them as well. But this is beautiful freaking energy, all right? Enjoy it, Sagittarius. Let me know how it goes. Hi, Capricorn. How are you? I wanted to do a look at this full moon, which was in Aries, okay, which is going to be affecting you over the next 2 weeks with a lot of energy, all right, in your fourth house of home. It's a rather large thing, especially with Jupiter on its way back to Pisces. You may feel like there is a huge emphasis on home or your homeland or things of this nature, all right? And there's some, especially when you have the moon in the fourth house as well, which is symbology for the mother or your homeland, and your emotions, you know, things can feel rather deep, okay? It's connected with Chiron, which is an important asteroid in modern astrology, okay? There's about 4 or 5 that I always still consider in my charts, okay? And it's in opposition to the sun, okay, where Venus is currently transiting, okay? So I expect, you know, that over the next 2 weeks, there's like I said, a very emotional and wounded healer, battle-like energy going on in your main foundations, the ones that make you feel most secure. And for some reason, when it comes to you, it is highly tied to what's going on in your career house, okay? Your 10th house, your most public house and space, is shining, you know, a light into the 4th. So, you know, I would expect these to be intricately tied together in one area or another, whether it's for the positive or the negative, okay? And if you have, you know, whenever we're dealing with you know, instances like this, additionally, you know, especially for you guys, if you have everything that you have in Capricorn and everything that you have in Cancer is squaring off with this full moon, okay, and with what's going on in Libra. So whenever you have access involvement that involves the 1st, 4th, 7th, 10th, these are the most important spots that hit really, really hard. All right, and how it affects you guys is all going to play out in you know, a different way, but you know, you could be reaping a harvest or you could be in some pain. All right, and for whatever reason, issues going on with your career are affecting your home, or vice versa, in a manner that, again, is either going to reap you quite a bit, or but also at the same time feel very, very intense. Okay, and let's take a look at it. I just pulled 2 for you, and I like them both. They're great. You pulled freedom and teamwork, okay? And the sea goat, my tapped in sea goats, all right? You know, you have a lot of ability to really use this tail end of this Pluto cycle before, you know, it goes into your 2nd house as something wonderful, all right? For those of you that have had a rough time, you know, with the Plutonian transit, it will be ending, you know, next March. It will enter Aquarius and it will sneak back into Capricorn. So especially for you guys that are born at the tail end, particularly, you know, Pluto's not an easy transit. So if you have a sun, moon, or rising, I don't know what you're in here checking for, that's right under that transit, things can be rather tough, you know, or really good. If, you know, Pluto's meant for transformation from the inside out rather than from controlling from the inside out. It's transformation from the inside out. So needless to say, you guys know where the energies have hit you. That section will get better. Mars is continuing to march through Gemini and rules Aries, okay? And for you guys, that's in the 6th house. So I expect a lot to be going on with energy, and the driving force, you know, of the momentum here has to do with the 6th house for you. Somehow what you do as a career, especially if you're in a service-related career, there's a heavy, heavy drive there right now. And something that you do, you know, it has a lot of energy. Mars is attached to, you know, the god of war. Mars is also attached to courage and bravery and all those Martian-like themes that we can't start or finish things without. So, you know, you know, but at the same time, Plutonian energy can have a lot of energy, and improper uses of power. They're under a karmic cycle right now. So, you know, make sure that you guys, you know, are sticking with the right side of the wheel from heart space, and you should be fine. And in fact, be able to reap some sort of benefit, okay? Additionally, we had Mercury in several oppositions with Jupiter, and this brings up a lot of public debate, a lot of talking, a lot of energy surrounding that talking. You know, likewise, there's been a lot of talks about wars and things of this sort. You're popping here with the 4 of Swords. So I'm going to pull a quick reading for you guys. Everything's pre-shuffled. I just also shuffle when I start talking about you guys and your energy before I actually deal usually. So I'm going to cut these ones for you, and I'm going to pull a 6-part pointed star, and then depending on what I get, you're trying to pop with me. It's Queen of Pentacles is here. There you are. Okay. There you are. Let's check it out, shall we? You know, for those of you that are having a wonderful stead, Queen of Pentacles is at the top of the deck. You really wanted that. There you are. The Magician, King of Cups, Death, there you go. King of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Whew. All right. Bottom of the deck is the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, and the 3 of Cups and the 9 of Swords, and the 4 of Wands. So again, we're going back to I mean, happiness underneath this. But with the Seven of Swords, I get Maverick-like energy. It's attached to the third decan of Aquarius. All right, but it's also attached to fooling ourselves in some way or having to act Maverick or Sly-like in some way or another here about something. Okay, and then, but you know, with the Ten of Swords there with it, that would reflect an end to that kind of behavior. So I don't know if that's on your part or somebody else's part or just in your general area or vicinity that you're having to face right now. Okay. I show that there's a choice about standing in an Emperor role that's coming up for you. The Emperor is attached to Martian energy, okay? It's associated with Aries, but more than that, it's associated with the planet Mars. So I feel like you guys, the choice that's going to be coming up for you in the over the next 2 weeks is acting in a healthy Emperor space, whether you're a leader of your own family unit or of a corporation or of a business or as a father. These are all embodied, you know, by the Emperor card, as well as decisions related there too. And an Emperor has dominion and control over his domain because he knows how to work with his people. Okay, and he's for the love of his people and not against them. So, and this is very, very important. So these energies, something about embodying these energies is up right now, okay? Those of you that are in politics or dealing with things like that, you know, even more so. Those of you that are a father or a parent, this can also hit heavy here, okay? And like I said, you know, we do daily services for our children when we're a parent, all right? But with this Martian energy, you know, it's a very powerful place to have this card here. So let's take a look. I have freedom and teamwork, which I love here, love. In regards to this goal down here, I have death, okay, which is just indicative again of this scorpionic energy here, okay, and Pluto energy, which is Pluto is the modern ruler of Scorpio. Mars is the Greek Hellenistic ruler of Scorpio. And with it at that tail end of your sign, there's some sort of transformation here that you guys really want to get into and some firepower behind it with the King of Wands appearing here, okay? That's your hope in regards to goal one. And a Five of Pentacles is a fear. A Five of Pentacles is a fear of abandonment, poverty, lack mindset, some sort of being without, whether that's fiscally or emotionally, or being left out in the cold is here in regards to this, okay? This can also tend towards the reveals of secrets or things of this sort or being judged, okay? A King of Wands is a very charismatic king. This is a very interesting layout. The second goal I see for you here is a Queen of Pentacles. So you either want to embody this Queen of Pentacles energy, which, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is a very good, very nurturing energy, okay? Also very smart with business. They say the Queen of Pentacles has the Midas touch. Everything she touches can turn to gold. Very nurturing, very loving in the home. I highly associate this card with domesticated partnerships, regardless of sex. I'm not sure if some of you may be looking for a partner or have a partner, especially with that kind of energy shining a light in the home. From the sun, you know, you could have somebody coming into your home or be thinking of inviting someone into your home or actually be engaged in a partnership. What I show in relation to this is a hope around the Magician and a fear around the King of Cups. So again, I feel like for some of you guys, you may not be with somebody, or you may have somebody that you really want to be with, but you're not quite sure if it's totally going to work out, okay? Queen of Pentacles could also be associated with, you know, the signs of Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, okay? And when I see the Magician here, I can see you are in manifestation mode about something in relation to this Queen of Pentacles, okay? Whether that's you wanting to really embody this energy, at home and on a work front, or whether that's bringing somebody in. I have two other kings here, so this one's kind of getting interesting because I show a fear here around a King of Cups. So there is a goal of a Queen of Pentacles with a fear of a masculine, very emotional but deep and sometimes quiet energy that is related to a King of Cups. So there's some sort of, you know, unless it's another person, which it could be, and I'm not going to dive too deep in these. I'm going to do your special Troubled and Singled in Love, and then I will be doing the long ones this time for everybody, okay? Because I did several series the past 2 months, so I didn't do the longer ones that I normally do. And that series is done until I do my Pluto series now. But let's take a look, shall we? I want 3 on this death. Whatever you're doing, it's highly collaborative. If it is only at home and not just in your career, it's going to involve a you know, your 6th house, all right? There's something here about movement, hold on, that's been a heavy burden. Some sort of movement or communications here has been a heavy burden. I'm gonna examine number 1 first, which is in relation to this Death card, okay? Which is a transformation, transformative energy. Some of you guys may be dealing with a fire and a water sign, all right? Hold on a second. Give me this King of Wands. It's like this is a very competitive energy you're in, which, you know, the sea goat, when the sea goat wants something, they tend to stick to it like a dog with a bone, and they don't really give up. I mean, you're the trusty sea goat, you know. We really need our tapped in sea goats right now, because there's a lot of changes in structures and, you know, things of this sort, and, you know, we're gonna need you guys, all right? So what's this King of Cups here? Yeah, okay. I do feel like some of you, I don't know if you're sleeping on a soulmate or sleeping about indecisions in regards to putting your feelings on ice in regards to your own children or a soulmate or soul ties in general, or something that makes you feel, or used to make you feel, very nostalgic, but you're a little bit backed up on here, okay? Hang on one second. I want this Magician. There may be something related to your children that left you in a period of indecision, and you felt like you couldn't act on or speak on, or something of this sort. I'm sorry, guys. Let me turn this off. Sorry about that, Cappy. Give me this Magician. Yeah, I feel as if, hold on one second, I want this 5 of Pentacles. Let me just clarify these before I speak. Ooh, there's that King of Cups. And the Empress. So I do feel as if for some of you guys, this is having a huge impact on your home area, okay? Especially, you know, in regards to, there's something here where you feel blocked, okay, or guarded, okay, surrounding family competition or feuds somehow, okay? But it relates back to your career. The Ten of Pentacles is representative of the ultimate security and wealth at home, okay? And with this Death card here, it's like, I don't know if you're carrying too many burdens of some baggage that needs to be dropped. You know, and that could be in relation to your children, or that could be in relation to something else here, or, you know, specifically another fire sign. It could be. But you could have a block on embodying some of this King of Wands energy due to some issues that have happened, okay? I feel like there was something here that went down with a female figure, either your own mother or another mother figure here, because I have this King of Cups with this Empress here on this Two of Wands, okay? So it's indicative to me that, like, maybe you're afraid you missed out on an offer, or you might miss out on an offer or an opportunity here, okay? And it's like you have a goal of transforming, and you have a goal of trying to act and bring about some sort of love offer here, or romantic feelings of some sort, or bring the love back in somehow. But there is like some sort of heavy burden associated with things here that you're going to feel really heightened pressures to transform, or you're just sick of here, okay? And with this Queen of Pentacles, give me this Queen of Pentacles. Hang on one second. I feel as if you guys are a little bit, again, like stressed out over speaking with authority. You know, it could be in revolving somebody else that has some air in their chart, but there's some sort of stress here about communicating about what you want to manifest, okay? And if that's a person, there's stress over like a new beginning with that person. Could revolve around a home, a structure, or actually a new position or something with work that's actually affecting your home life at this time, or highlighting a light around it, okay? And I do see that you want to manifest this new beginning very, very badly. This is excellent energy over here. It's very healing energy. It's very creative energy on this magician. There's nothing nefarious about it. You know, I mean, it's like you want to tap into some sort of love here. You know, but yet there's something getting stopped up in it's like a gum in the works about that you're stressed about. And hold on a second, give me the center. I feel like, you know, for you guys at the full moon and the 2 weeks after, that you've had this realization that you want either your own freedom, or, you know, something essentially requiring a change, you know, because of a culmination that you're feeling here. And that change is going to require teamwork, but there's some sort of a resistance in asserting yourself. Okay, either as a leader or as a father figure or in some other way. And whether you do this or not, it's your choice whether you embody it, okay? But it's like, I feel as if you've been waiting on something for a while. Some of you may be waiting on other people to act, but the indicators here are that you're the emperor of your own domain. You know, so your choice revolves around acting in an emperor-like manner, you know, lord of your own domain, but in an emperor works with his people, right? You know, and something about that relationship got off the rails on something. It got off the rails on something, and now like love's not being expressed properly, okay? Whether it's with this prior person or not, you know, I see somebody here or something here going back to, there's something here with embodying your emotions, okay? Either with this, in a domesticated partnership, or with somebody else here that you kind of were resting on some indecision with for a while. But There's a new beginning, and it's like all you have to do is you're like weighing up your options, okay? Because I have a 7 of Cups here, all right? And, you know, that is very indicative of, you know, the cups are indications for what we choose to fill up our time in our life with, what fills us up on an emotional basis. Is it hanging out with your kids? Is it working out? Is it hanging out with your dog? What are the things that make you happy, you know? And how do we fill up those cups, which require allocation of resources as well, right? What are we gonna pay attention to and what are we not? How much of this thing do we like? How much of that thing do we like in your ultimate basket of cups, okay? So to speak. And I see you waiting here. So I feel like there may be some sort of clashes that are crossing the 1st and 7th house for you guys, like I discussed in the beginning, all right? And Cancer or something that's causing some sort of clash in which you're waiting. But some burdens need to be dropped here so that you can move forward, all right? And teamwork's required for you to maintain freedom, as well as you know, what you're gonna try and control in others and what you're just gonna distance yourself from, and what you're going to you know, step into an emperor-like role for, and what you're not. I'm gonna pull a quick cross on this as well. Okay. Some of you, hold on a second. All right. I mean, yeah, again, I'm showing like collaboration and a foundation here, a being of significance, okay? Working with others, okay? You know, something, they're skilled, okay? But what's crossing you is the Ace of Swords, which is telling me it's either communication or truth that's a challenge right now. And I see you stocked up here with that as well, a little bit. But I don't see you incapable of doing it, and there goes the Magician. I see you as wanting to do it. It's just like a step to the manifestation of this, okay? Of this dream, of this vision. There's something here you're also weighing out a decision about, or that's on your mind, okay? Maybe in regards to your study or your work, or some of you could work with some younger people. Or there may be something, some matter of significance that you're keeping your eye out on the periphery for here. Hold on a second. I love all this 8 of Wands energy. There's like a lot of movement here. There's a lot of movement here. Hold on. Definitely make sure you check your cusp aspects and your other placements, especially if you have a strong stellium. This looks freaking amazing. This looks amazing. I see, again, like happy home life. I don't know if you guys want to bring someone into your home, or are settling down or thinking about dating somebody significantly, again, that you might move in with, but there's indicators here for that. There's indicators that you're trying to manifest that, or manifest a better stage of the one you have, okay? I see you in a place of wanting to communicate, move, or travel here. 8 of Wands is heavy communications and heavy movement, okay? There's been some cards that have been hot for these full moon readings, and that's one of them. And with the Martian energy, it makes sense. There's a lot of activity. All right, I see this as all being good. It looks like in the recent past there was some sort of move either towards a creative offer or love offer on this access, and a lot of action, okay? Somebody around you in your immediate environment is holding on to something here. And it might be you. It might be you, or something else that's simmering. But there is a energy here. Hold on. I want this Page of Swords. Yeah, this is like, on the Page of Swords, I got the 2 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. So I feel like there's some sort of decision. For some of you, it might be about a marriage or a home, something tangible, an engagement, something like this. and you may be considering this decision right now, or weighing out this new beginning somehow, but it's fairly significant. It's fairly significant. There is a decision that needs to be made about it, and there's definitely steps in between, but I have a Six of Wands here, and the likely outcome, which is a victory. And there's Temperance. And there's the Four of Swords. Whoa. A bunch came out, so I kept them, and I don't usually keep that many, but I do feel like there's some sort of healing going on in the future that's a victory for you. You know, there's some sort of decision, and I've got this strong, like, there's some sort of decision, and, you know, if any of you have any that you're contemplating about, that's like, whatever this victory is, it's kind of rocks your world here in the future. I don't want to speak too soon. I'm going to do your love reading, but give me this Nine of Cups. There's something or someone that you're holding on to, or that's holding on to you here, okay? Again, I'm getting a lot of movement energy, a lot of major arcana. Okay, and I feel like with Jupiter, there may actually be movement, you know, and movement towards something. I feel like you have somebody in your periphery that that is probably sexy as shit. I'm just going to say that, okay? Because I have the Queen of Wands with the Star and the Chariot, okay? That's a lot of positive energy right there. All right, I don't know who that person is, but you may want to go for that person. I don't know, but I don't know if you're afraid to, or what's the dealio here. I feel like you're watching this person from afar. I don't know. Or this person is like very into their career, and if they are into their career may be in the spotlight, okay, or they may be in a stage of forward momentum with their career, okay, in some way or another, okay. I see here that, like, there's a in your hopes and your fears, I have a Nine of Cups. That relates to your wish fulfillment, okay? And then on the Nine of Cups, I got the Fool and the Hangman. That tells me that, like, you have a hope and a fear of going after a serious wish fulfillment, a personal wish fulfillment of quite some magnitude, and you're stuck here, and I know it's really important to you because you're, like, stuck with two major arcana cards, and one's the Fool, and the Fool takes a leap. The Fool does not wait. That is Aries energy, okay? The Fool takes the leap. All right, it's the first card in the major arcana, and it's here with the Hangman, and the Hangman waits and thinks about it. So it's fitting that this is here in the hopes and the fears, but there's something you want to move on, and you like have a hope and a fear around moving, like you want to take the leap, but you have not yet, whatever this is. The ultimate outcome is a Ten of Cups, which is the ultimate family happiness at home. It's the highest in the deck that you get for the cups. It's from the Ace to the Ten of Cups. So if you're hesitating on something or someone that you have your eye on, my advice would be to try it. Okay, on this Six of Wands, I got Temperance, the Four of Swords, the Hermit, the Lovers, and the Tower. Oh my God. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe that energy out loud and not be, it's beautiful energy. Give me this Ten of Cups. Okay? I mean, I don't want to say everything's going to come up roses and daisies here, but whichever one of you is showing up here today, there's the King of Pentacles. If you're not in a relationship, it's possible that, you know, you're solidifying one, or you're going to go after one. And if you do, it looks very, very fortuitous, okay? very fortuitous alliance, okay? Good luck, Capricorn. I don't know who that was for, but Jesus, I'm married. I don't know. Let me know how that goes. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to clean this up and go to Aquarius. I will be doing your long reads, okay? Bye, Cappy. Cappy, I also wanted to say that that energy I see there, for those of you that just had a birth of a child, or, you know, you may have a child come in your life, okay, about that, whoever that is, you know, some of you may be waiting on the birth of a child, or you may enter a relationship with somebody that has children, or you blended families or something, okay? Something there, okay. All right, see you later, Capricorn. Aquarius, how are you? You guys have beautiful energy for the full moon, okay? It's going to be very heightened, okay? And it will probably affect you for around 2 weeks. I will be doing the longer readings this month as well, okay? As well as the singled and troubled in love readings, okay? This full moon hit your third house, okay? That is the house of communications, close, tight networks, siblings, things of this sort, okay? Something that came in on that front might have been rather heavy and emotional, or have some sort of battle tinge energy to it, okay? Could be around women's issues, could also just be around something that makes you feel very emotional and gets you very engaged somehow, okay? All right, and that is opposed by your ninth house, okay, which is Libra, where the sun is, all right? I have curiosity here. So I feel as if for some of you, something that you guys are doing on an exploration stage, very Sagittarian in theme, okay? Maybe getting you excited or seem very fruitful, bountiful right now, but at the same time is causing pain in some sort of or another. But pain will get you moving. All right, so it's not a, I don't see it as a bad full moon at all, okay? You have Saturn in your sign, your Hellenistic ruler, which is an excellent place for it to be, okay? It's in retrograde, but it's going to go into forward motion again in October, so you can see some forward progress, all right? That said, you're kind of leading the charge in a lot of change right now, whether that's happening on an internal or external basis for you. Okay, if you heed the call of that, you can turn your life around in ways that maybe you never would have expected some years ago, okay? But there is a challenging aspect here, and that is the Saturn to Uranus square, which is very, very tense this month, okay? So old structures surrounding Tauranian themes, even stronger if you have another prominent Taurus placement. Definitely always check both because that's very strong right now. And Uranus works well with Aquarius since it's its modern ruler, but it's in Taurus. So it is really like churning up a massive amount of change in areas that we like stability and we're fixed, okay? Sources of income, values and relationships, art, things like this, all going through radical kinds of change and transformations, resources, minerals, things of this sort. But there is like with the nodal aspects that we have, all right, being next to, let me just pull these real quick. Got a lot of feminine energy here coming out. I feel like you're carrying like a real heavy burden here about your wish fulfillment, all right? That's super significant to you. All right, I'm using this French deck, so that I rarely ever use, but I'm using it on you guys. I haven't used it on anybody else. Hold on. Anyways, it's a lot of powerful energy, and you know, I see that like around this, a couple other people pop with this isolation card, and I've never pulled it aside from these full moon readings. It's the very first time. So, you know, some of you guys may feel isolated, but I also see you curious. So, I'm not sure if it's in regards to something that you're learning that or traveling, or you see somebody from far away that comes into your networks, which can also happen with this ninth house issue, since it's since the sun from the ninth house is shining a light to the third. It's very I feel like movement is like an issue, whether it's travel or something of this sort, okay? And you know, if you guys, you know, have anything in the, you know, your networks are let off by this, even though it's only third on a wide front basis, because 11th is wider networks. You know, we think of technology and social media and things of that sort. We have Jupiter is ruled by Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is on the cusp of your 11th house. And Sagittarius, Jupiter is in the first few degrees of Aries. So it's, for some reason, I feel like a lot of the energy is going to, even though it's like your small networks and your larger networks are going through something quite significant right now. I have here a 9 of Pentacles. It's your choice, and this has to do with a lot of abundance but independence, okay? And there's some sort of choice or decision here about embodying that energy, which is coming up for you right now, which is very, very significant, okay? There may be somebody, you know, that you may be a communicator, or you may need to communicate in order to effectively meet some goals. And like, I see one of those revolving around communications, revolving around patience, all right, and really tapping into a really good energy, okay? I also see like some sort of fear here in regards to a this is like in regards to either a younger person, okay, it could be a child, okay, or it could be, you know, speaking at, there's something here about mild sensitivity, okay, and tempering yourself, okay? If you're crushing really hard on someone, it could just be like a little anxiety about that. All right, but for others of you, I feel as if there is a challenge in communicating with a sweet but blatantly truthful manner. Like, a Queen of Swords is very respected for her opinion. All right, you know, very respected for opinion, all right, and can be related to somebody in an authoritative position that gives advice, okay? If you are this person, or if this person is one of your goals, going after this person or talking to this person, there's something about stability and foundations here that either you want with this person or that you want to communicate on, okay? Because I'm getting several 4s here, and one is a 4 of Pentacles and one is a 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands can be indicative of marriage, but it can also be indicative of a large 1111, or a large, you know, walking through a major foundation or hurdle. You know, it can be seen like with the publishing of a book, or the publishing of, you know, something pretty significant here, okay? And I feel like you want it at all costs. Whatever it is, you want it at all costs, and you have to temper yourself because you desire it so much, okay? And yet you also have like this goal of speaking out on it or going after it, all right? That's showing up here, all right? Hold on. Give me this. And, if you feel, hold on a second. This Taurus, okay, this is hitting your 4th house of home where Uranus is. So you guys may have had a complete change and overhaul of your homes, okay, on several times since 2017-18 in one way or another. Your major foundations may have changed significantly in one way or another since 2017-18. However, there's something very different about the revolution going through right now, okay? And it has to do with the fact that the nodes are now in alignment in Scorpio and with this Uranus energy, okay? Which is very much indicative of a future path of progress, okay? And, destiny or fate or the future path of, humanity as a whole or society or something of this sort here. And for you on an individual level to have Uranus going through your home, it can run across, breaks and breakups, okay? Also in totally new foundations, okay? New structures, new houses, new moves, things of this sort. Hold on one second. Give me this 3 of Cups over here. What I also see... What I also see is that there is, I don't know if, hold on a second. Some of you may have a decision between 2 women. For some of you, you could. Okay, for some of you, I'm showing with a Queen of Pentacles down here. Okay, on this Queen of Pentacles, I'm showing a Mother of Cups and a 7 of Swords. So I feel as if, and it's on a Queen of Pentacles, okay? Virgo, Capricorn, Taurian energy, okay? Mother of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, all right? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpionic energy, but could be any sign. Okay, but I feel like this is one person. It's also a relationship love indicator, okay? When you see the Queen of Pentacles, it's domesticated partnership, okay? Of a love relationship, okay? When I see the 7 of Swords here, it's like there's something that's you're lying to yourself about, or you're lying to someone else about, could be. Okay, and I see here that there is a desire to either reconcile or bring an apology or have a celebration of some sort and a choice around heat and passion as well as love, okay? And I don't know if you're looking to get back together with an ex, or if you are looking for some sort of new beginning with an ex. Some of you could be. Some of you could be. Hold on. This is... Some of you could be fearing some sort of decision or communication here, okay, or arresting or some sort of break or something like this as well. Or there's some sort of decision that you've been resting on that you have a fear surrounding, okay, and it could involve juggling or money. It could involve juggling people. Could. Just going to be honest here. Or money, all right? And I do show a father vibe energy here, all right? Or a boss type energy here, all right? As well as, like, again, with this communications or movement, all right? This is like, if you are a leader, this could relate to your work, okay? And a major new foundation at work that you really, really want, okay? And you want to spearhead, but you also, some of you may communicate or need to communicate to move forward on this goal, okay? But there is some sort of fear here in being nice, which is concerning to me. Either there's a fear that somebody else is too nice, or there's a fear that in regards to options here, that kind of, there's a fear that like some sort of structure is going to come down or something like this here. All right, and maybe, hold on. Yeah, the Ace of Swords is coming out with that. Let me pull the rest of this before I speak. I feel like there might be some secret feelings here that are erupting for you around the time of the full moon about your independence, or taking a fool's leap of some sort, okay? Or your role as a father, or your role in a domesticated partnership of some significance here. There is something about your independence here, or your lack of it, and the truth regarding that that's bothering you. I mean, I'm just not going to lie. I mean, for some of you here, you know, maybe you're fighting with a sister. This could also be. But there are, I feel like, you know, there are two themes coming across here, as well as domesticated partnership. You could be dealing with an ex. And there's a lot of patience that's needed because of for some of you, I see a lot of battles going, you know, I'm just, you know, there's battle-like or war-like communications involving a marriage, if you're in a marriage, okay, that you want to hold on to, but there's been some, but you have to really be patient with, because there's a lot of fighting. And you're trying to have your patience in regards to that. For some of you, I feel like you're fighting over, there's just something here that's getting screwed up, that's reaching a crescendo here, okay? And for others of you, there's two people, all right, that you may be trying to decide about or between, but you may need independence to do that. It's just what's showing here. And for some of you, I show a goal, serious goal around a new beginning with somebody, and an absolute fucking fear to admit to it. I don't know if it's a friendship. I don't know if it's somebody in your family. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I'm showing, you know, I don't like seeing this. There's some decision that needs to be made. I feel like you're hiding your feelings about something, or some of you are, okay? About a new beginning, or about something tangible, okay? Involving love, but there's some sort of deception here in regards to it, okay? I feel like this involves a domesticated partnership for a lot of you. And I feel like maybe something coming in is, again, like I said, with that strong, and this is a moon reading, but with that strong, you know, square between your sign and Taurus right now, that's been strong all month. This shit is like, you know, I feel like somebody here is like intermeddling in small networks and something else, and it threatens to screw something up for you, you know? I feel as if some of you are fielding multiple people, whether that is, you know, in a home situation or in some other situation, and there's some fear here that there's some fear here. It's like you have a goal, like there is a goal around being, you know, stepping up into a piece of leadership here, but there's also some fears around some sort of apology or kindness or kind offer, and the options related to it closing because of some blow up. Okay, it could be related to a battle or a fight. Okay. And give me this, and then on the other end of things, it's like there's two scenarios going on here, okay? And they are tied in together because I feel like one is affecting the other. Give me this Seven of Swords. What I really like here is this goal. and I don't think it's something you've moved on yet. You got fucking hot love vibe, like friendship vibes, but love vibes over here on this Queen of Pentacles here, like big time, big time. And that's like, I mean, it's a relationship. It's like you want a new beginning with it. There's a strong friendship vibe here, or camaraderie vibe here. Potentially some kind of contractual deal, but when I see the Two of Cups on here with the Ace of Pentacles, strength, and this Three of Pentacles, that's a very solid thing. There's something very solid here with this Queen of Pentacles, okay? But there's also something very brand new. But what you're hiding, I feel like you're hiding your feelings for somebody. Because on this Seven of Swords, I wanted to clarify on it. And I got the Two of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and strength. And it's like there's some sort of relationship in either contract or something here. It's somebody you have a lot of love for, that you want a new beginning with, and you may feel very lustful after, okay, or some sort of start with, but you're hiding your hand on it. And when I look over here and I see the Three of Cups with it, it's like that's a party celebration, bing bang boom, or sometimes it's like a reconciliation, all right? But on it, I show the Lovers, the Ace of Wands, and the freaking Son of Cups. That's like that. Those are some strong sexual vibes, okay, as well as loving vibes, okay. You know, but over here, it's like there's some sort of decision, and like you're just resting on it. You're not really doing anything about it, or there's some sort of thing financially that's like a fear in regards to this soul connection or something like this, or a family connection, or possibly in relation to an air sign child. Okay? That would screw up this or something like that. And then over here, I have this, you know, here you are, or some other feminine energy that you're dealing with. This Queen of Swords with this Emperor is telling me, like, you know, and then down here I have this Temperance with the Four of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Five of fucking Swords. That is a home battle, a battle at home, or a battle within a marriage that you're trying to hold on to, but there's some real fuck shit behavior. I'm not sure if it's on your part or the part of somebody else's. I feel like there's a lot of fights, and you're having like to temper yourself with these fights. You have a goal of tempering yourself with these fights. Why? So that this blow up over here doesn't happen. Okay? And you know, here I am definitely showing a lot of truths coming in at this time for you. Okay, in regards to either taking a fool's leap or possibly a baby, I don't know which, or taking a fool's leap, and there's some truth to you having to take a fool's leap, okay? And this is pretty heavy, okay? I'm not going to go further down the rabbit hole here because I'm going to give me this isolation. There's that fucking Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. You're either isolated from your family, or you're isolated or cut off from somebody else that you have a relationship with because of someone else. It's screwing up something. At this time, you may also feel, you know, if you are traveling, okay, especially with these third, ninth house vibes or something like this, you could really miss your mate. This could also be. This could also be, you know, really miss your mate. Anyway, I'm going to see you for your regular reading. Your choice in relation to these goals is to step up into a King of Pentacles, to take a leap, tell the truth, and step up in a King of Pentacles like way. All right? To go after the things that you want. And I'm not sure if the things you have are the things you want. Sorry, Aquarius. All right, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you guys in your regular reading. Hi, how are you? Pisces, I wanted to do your full moon reading. Okay, the full moon is going to be in effect, okay, for approximately 2 weeks. Is a very heightened emotional full moon, okay, for the whole zodiac wheel, okay. You guys are a hot spot because it's in your second house, so there's a lot of things related to income and wounded healing in regards to income and things to do with family, legacy, okay, that are shining a light into the second house for you, okay, where the full moon was in Aries, okay, and it's connected to Chiron, the wounded healer, okay, which is associated with the Maverick, also associated with battles and warriors and the story of Achilles and all sorts of things. But it's, you know, dead on, pretty much attached to the moon. And Jupiter is on its way back to your sign, which I think is very fortuitous, okay? I think that you have a lot of energy and emotion in regards to things to do with income. If you are a speaker for a living or an activist in any way or anything in this regards, you know, you have a lot of positive power with your ruler headed back to the edge of your first house, okay, or first house cusp, depending on whether you use broken up charts or whole sign charts, okay? But needless to say, your ruler is headed back your way. I think it actually reaches 29 degrees by the end of the month, all right? Which is just a powerhouse spot, as is the Libra and Virgo cusp for the past month or two, okay? Heavy energy. You're heavily affected or involved, you know, and there is some light being shown from your 8th house of death, taxes, legacy, inheritance, deeply sexual, transformative relationships being shown onto the 2nd house. So there may be some sort of consideration about your family and about the partners you pick and things of this nature that are heightened right now for you, and the kind of partners you want, okay, and how they're all tied together, okay? You have a lot of energy right now going through the 4th house of home, okay? So there could be some arguments in regards to home, or you could just feel very passionate in regards to 4th house foundational matters, whether we're talking about your country or your homeland, or those things that make you feel most secure, okay? You're popping here with scavenge, so I'm not sure if you feel like somebody's taking advantage of you, all right? And I have release, but I feel like there is some of that energy right now, all right? And I feel as if with the energy in Mars that you're in a no shit Sherlock and I'm not here to take your baggage on kind of mood, okay? And I feel like, you know, that kind of power is affecting, you know, who and what you're going to choose to let in your life in a positive manner, okay? And what you want to transform in your life in a positive manner, okay? For those of you that work from home, this is a very strong energy to have with Mars in the 4th house, because you know, you have a strong drive to get a lot of work done at home if you do work at home, okay? And Mars is in there for 8 months, all right? And it's you know, lighting off all sorts of aspects on its journey there, which is an extremely long time to hang out in Gemini. If you are dealing with anybody that is also a Gemini, you might butt heads a little bit, all right? But you're in a positive space. I feel like, you know, with the law of Jove is on your side. So I feel as if you may feel passionate, but you know, it's not anything that you can't handle. All right, and Mars is setting off, or was at the time of the full moon, with a square in with a square to, or near square to Mercury. All right, and because it had retrograded in Virgo, it's headed back forward after its direct station to Libra, and once it starts pushing through Libra, it will be driving and trining. But even with the square, it's like that's your, you know, that's Virgo energy. So I feel like it's positive in that it's counter interaction with Mars. Okay, needless to say. Let's take a look. I'm going to pull a 6-pointed star, and then I may pull a, I feel like there's a lot of like positive momentum towards your own transformation, but there's like something about balancing or weeding out negative energies or energies that you don't want to bring into your circle. Something of this sort. But yet not being afraid to work on the circle you have and expand it. Something of this sort, okay? You know, I feel like this like release of energy with this scavenger thing is like very important here. Okay. This is a very positive time, not the easiest time, okay, on a worldwide basis or anything, but there's still something about it that has a very strong positive energy about it. It's like, all right. Got a lot of masculine energy here. Okay. And I feel as if, some of you may do something with communications here pretty heavily. Okay. Some of you, may have dealings with an advisor, an attorney, or somebody in communications, or be that person yourself, or some sort of authoritative role. Could be military, could be police, but either you or someone around you that you're seeking advice from, or you're looking to, I mean, a King of Swords, he doesn't take shit, doesn't take names, you know? If you're dealing with this person, I also show, over here, let me just touch on this other one, a lot of work right now, okay, in regards to your craft, okay, whatever you do. I feel like there's something that you're a specialist at, okay, and I feel like there is there's some goal here that you're working towards, or something where you may get a reward or have a celebration in regards to your work here. Okay, that's coming up for you around this time, or occurring over the 2 weeks following the full moon. Okay, I do show a little bit of a fear here around close relationships. Okay, one-on-one relationships. I'm going to see what's going on with that. In regards to this, okay? But there is some sort of choice here about bringing forth an offer, and who you're going to bring forth an offer to, or study, or something to do with your work and communications, okay? All right, because I have like, it's your choice what you want to keep moving towards or away from, okay? Because there is a Knight of Pentacles here. Okay, so that's slow and like reliable steps towards a goal. So, and it's your choice in regards to that, whether you take hold of that or not, and that energy. I mean, I see you doing it. I see you having the drive to do it, okay? And I also see like a very strong energy here in regards to power that you need to step into. Okay, that may not be the most comfortable spot for you, but it's critical in some way or another, okay? I'm going to take a look at it. With this, I have a 5 of Cups over here, and I feel like you have a fear of some sort of sadness or mourning in regards to something that's happened. All right, and I feel like you just want to get over it already, or not deal with it already, or something like this in regards to this issue that's brought on a great deal of sadness, that may have had some sort of change in your past. That you're trying to cut ties from. Or, yeah. Okay. It may be some sort of, yeah, this is some good energy here. I have a 6 of Cups and a 6 of Pentacles on this. All right, and a Queen of Cups. So I feel as if you have a lot of divine guidance and protection on this, whatever this morning is. Could be related to a someone with some water in their chart, but does not have to be. I think this is you. I think whatever you're mourning, you had a lot of love for at one time, whether that's a person, place, or thing. And there's sadness attached to this thing. But I show you moving into calmer waters, or having a fear about restabilizing after this thing, you know, and I think that you'll be okay, because mourning's a natural process, and you know, with it, like, once you're done mourning, there's 2 cups left, you know. In the original deck, 3 are spilled, but there's still 2 left, you know. And then you move on towards the castle, and you know, you take hold of the cups you have and you move on. There's some sort of desire here to, or fear around not moving on or something, you know, or just finishing that process. And I see something here with it, that you want to be strong and tough here with somebody, or may need to be. And it may be somebody that's arrogant around you. And if you run into troubles, you may need to get an attorney or something like that to help you. And I think that you can do that, okay? I absolutely think you can do that. I feel like there's some sort of movement here that's very, very positive towards some major life goals, okay? Which might be why you're running into some trouble or challenges, you know, along the way. And I think that the advice here is to just keep taking steps forward, because I see you on a very positive path, and keep forward your march, however that applies to you, okay? Hang on one second. Yeah. It's so funny, like somebody else just showed up with the 3 of Cups in one of their goals. There's some sort of offer here in relation to, or challenge here, where you have walked away from something to do with family. Okay, but at the same time, like, you still love them, something of this sort. Because I see that there is something that you walked away from so that you could have some new beginning, all right, of quite some significance, all right, and it may, hold on a second, what's this? I feel like some of you may get an offer over the next 2 weeks that makes you so happy you're scared to take it, or something like this. But you don't need to worry about that. You're perfectly qualified if that happens. I'm getting that, I just am. Just do it. This kind of thing, vibe I'm getting. Just take this step. Keep continuing your march forward. Here, okay? Very, very strongly. Very, very strong. Let me just pull a clarifier. Actually, I'm just going to pull a quick Celtic cross here. There's something you're releasing your energy from too, as well, regarding someone's behavior that might be a very, like an arrogant, selfish tyrant, something like this. And though it hurts you to stand up to this person or cut them off, you will if you need to. You know, like you're not afraid, something like this. You're not afraid to let go. There's also something that you've invested a significant amount in here related to a collaboration, partnership, or something of this sort, or about your own hold on. You may be dealing with a Taurus, or you may have some sort of backing from like some sort of corporation or be in a corporation where there is a lot of like either governmental or military issues going on in the background. And I feel like you want to move towards a victory here. You cannot you cannot stop a tower. I feel as if something about you standing up for yourself or doing something that you do or looking at something else that's going on is concerning you greatly about something that you have nothing to do with, you know, or that you can't control. If somebody else wants to blow up a situation more than it need be, you know, you have to act from a place of response, and breathe before you do. And I see you doing that, but I see that there's like a way up of options right now here for you. And part of those options have to do with walking away from some things. You know, what fulfills you now compared to previously may be very, very different, okay? I show some of you have walked away from like either a leader or a boss or father figure here for your own independence, okay? Previously, or this is happening over the course of the 2 weeks with the new moon, with the full moon. Give me this Hierophant. I show a lot of protection and justice here for you. I feel like there is something that you're fearing, and I think it has to do with something big in your personal life or in the exterior, but I show, I have the Hierophant, Justice, and the freaking Eight of Wands. That is like, that is rebalancing the scales, divine protection, and a lot of communication, all right, and movement, okay, that's going on. Okay, in the background, either in your, support. I do not see it in your detriment, but I show that, hold on. I show that if somebody blows a tower on you, so to speak, tries to upset your world, it will come to an end very, very quickly. Okay? Because I have the Tower, the 10 of Swords, and then I have the 7 of Wands, and that 7 of Wands is very protective. In fact, it's a backfire when it appears in that manner. Okay? And I do not, yeah. Give me the Chariot here. Give me the 5 of Swords. I see that there's something on your mind about somebody deceiving or lying to you, okay? It could be with like an old lover. It could. And about your prior investments and about changes you've made. And you could be worried about separating from a faction or a group or something in relation to these 2nd or 8th house issues that I brought up earlier. Do not see it as a problem for you. I do show that like in the future here, and that's only a possible future if nothing else changes here for those of you that this reading's resonating with. that there may be a decision between two people, okay? Or like a battle or brawl, okay? That you feel like you're hanging in the balance over, or something like this, but justice is here, okay? You know, hang on a second. What's this Hangman? I have a Two of Cups again crossing you. All right, I have a Two of Cups crossing you, which is like something about a relationship is, I don't know if you're scared to get in one, or there was a prior one that hurt you, or what, but there's some sort of light being shown on mistruths here in the future that you were previously in a hangman mode over, okay? And exposed to either litigation, battle, or some sort of shit that did not feel good, okay? I show you protected in this, all right? King of Cups is here, all right? King of Pentacles, Hangman, and then on that Hangman, I got the Hermit, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the Nine of Wands. Can't wait to do your love reading now, okay? And now you're popping out with strength. So I feel like there's nothing you need to be afraid of here, but I do want something. I want this, give me this Two of Cups. Let me pull a different deck just to do this for you real quick. You may have two people battling over you here in the future here. All right. But there's nothing that you need to concern yourself about, okay? Or you may have somebody else that comes and sheds light on something else here for you, all right? And I see it winding up good for you because I see you very protected on your next moves thereafter, okay? On this Two of Cups, I'm getting the Six of Cups, Death, and the Three of Cups. I do feel like there is a transformation or challenge regarding an old relationship that you feel nostalgic about, or a sibling relationship, or it could be an older new love tie. You may have been trying to be kind to this person just to get shit on or something like that. I'm sorry, Pisces. You know, but I see that ending. You know, I'm not sure if that person is going to transform. I think something about somebody you're dealing with won't or can't. But I see acceptance here on your part and just moving forward without the shit, without the bullshit. Okay? I see you doing exactly that. So I'm not concerned at all for you. Okay? All right, I will see you guys in your regular readings by Pisces. Oh, and I'll be doing a special for the eclipse.